Hey there, it's John. Welcome back to GenXGrownUp. And yesterday I showed you some quick looks at admittedly shaky cam footage of some of the cool stuff that My Arcade is showing at their booth here at CES 2024. Today, I was more prepared. I have my tripod with me, so you won't get dizzy. So sorry about that. I had a choice of either not giving you the information or giving it to you shaky cam. So anyway, not important here. Yesterday, one of the things I showed you was the new controllers that were coming out for the Gamestation Pro. And today I have an opportunity to go hands-on with those controllers and give you some first impressions on what you can expect when they come out and hit the market. Okay, here we go. A quick overview of these. I just have a little bit of time with them, but I wanted to go hands-on and give you a first impression from the floor. Now keep in mind that both of these are prototypes. These aren't final construction, and they're listening to possible input to things that could change. But let's start by looking with the joystick one that is a subtle variation to on what we had with the original Gamestation Pro controller. Now the paddle is the same paddle over on this side, but they moved it over. And they moved the three buttons. Instead of having the B button and the C button here, you have A, B, C right along the side. So as I'm playing this, my first impression, C is a little farther down than I was expecting, but it's certainly accessible. They also moved the menu button from the back to the top up here, and little things, little details that My Arcade addresses, like for example, the select button that actually is insert coin on arcade games. It now says select right on it so that you're aware and you know that that's going on. So otherwise, I think the menu button is still, this is just the light button that used to be the menu button on the back from around here, and then the buttons, and the stick is solely just a stick at this point. Okay, so there's that one. Let's take a look then at the gamepad. Now this one, really interesting, radical new design. I think this addresses really people that played games more modern than Gen Xers, and they're used to kind of a gamepad feel. And right away, it's kind of pocket playery with the grip on the side. And by the way, I did mention before, these are rechargeable. So with these new models, you can recharge them. You don't have to put batteries in them any longer. So that's an option. The four buttons across the top, again, the back is just a light button. An A, B, and C, so right away I can feel that this is pretty good for missile command, because there's our three turrets across the way here. The D-pad is pretty much the same as a pocket player. In fact, this is kind of a screenless pocket player with a paddle in a lot of ways. I've even talking with them, encouraging that maybe consider putting a plus right on the D-pad for the directional. Get a little more precision on there. They're looking at that. My first inclination was these diagonal ABC buttons were odd, but it feels fine for me, holding it in my hand. And yeah, so that's surprisingly the criticisms that I had about it so far, and I haven't been able to play with it. I can't turn these on and play with a game yet. I had a little more concern about the location of these buttons and the D-pad, especially the way you're holding it. I would like to see the D-pad directional plus there, and I've talked to the guys at My Arcade here at CES, and they are receptive to looking into that. So there's a quick look then, hands-on, of the brand new two controllers that will be included in the Gamestation Pro Remix. Will be come out later this year. I should also mention, these are available individually. You can purchase them on their own, and yes, they are backward compatible with the Gamestation Pro you already own. So there were several questions in the comments from yesterday asking about that. So yes, for sure, backward compatible. And I want to say they're going to run about $24.99 individually to pick one up. So yeah. So those are the new GSP controllers. Please do let me know down in the comments what you think of those. Is this something you think you might pick up for your GSP, or might this actually tip you over the edge and decide the GSP might be for you ultimately? Just let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what you think. And more coverage coming from CES 2024. Bye-bye.